Times change quickly in the sport of boxing, and superstars rise up to challenge those we assumed were unbeatable. Bruce Carrington is the type of fighter who could topple an empire, and he has his eyes set on some of the biggest names in the sport. In other words, the mighty Inoue's pound-for-pound status might be in more trouble than you think. Remember, if you want to help support the channel, be sure to use your hype feature. With a New York City crowd as his audience, Carrington would face Bernard Torres. The odds makers were backing Carrington, as were many fans and analysts. But on fight night, you never know whether you're about to face a real curveball. But would Torres be up to the challenge?
Lots of experience, amateur experience as well. He's a southpaw, explosive puncher. Look at that backhand. He likes to explode with that shot as well. But this is a really good test for Shushu tonight. But what I look for, look at the control. How calm Shushu is at mid-range, outside, and in the pocket. Great fundamentals. Start everything off the jab. Good balance. Nice little level change. Try to stab jab right there from him. But Torres, again, throws surprising shots. Combination puncher. Believes in his chin. He don't mind letting his hands go and mixing it up. Right now, he's just taking advantage of Shushu's inactivity. Anytime Shushu doesn't let his hands go, Torres will.
Torres, of course, smaller man, obvious to see. It's going to be interesting to see what develops in the featherweight division this year. We're going to have 2 world title fights on March 2nd. And things could really open up. Could this be the year where Shushu had a 12-4 connect advantage?
Tess, I'm not a fan of the Philly shell versus the southpaw. It gives the southpaw a free lane to be able to use his jab over the top. I'm seeing Torres having some success, but coming behind his jab, freezing up Shushu, and landing. You see the jab right there in the middle? He's able to land those shots because that lead hand is down.
Yep, watch that left hand of Carrington. There he probes to the body with it. But in that shell defense, you see it going right across that waistband. There's a right hand that's able to sneak under the left elbow for a body.
And you want to look for the right hand in the left hook. And it's all about placing that lead foot on the outside of your opponent's lead foot to line that up. Good jab.
Good jab. Snaps back the head of Torres as he came off the hip with that. Torres, the 18-win veteran, as we come to the end of round number 2 to start off this evening. That'll be capped by the WBC 130-pound title fight. Round number 3, one of the best prospects in all of the sport. Trying to graduate to contender status as Shushu Carrington. Going up against Bernard Torres. Mentioned that he's well-traveled. This guy that's fought in Spain. He's fought in Norway. This is his 2nd fight in the United States. He's a native of the Philippines. But his mother moved to Norway from the Philippines for the chance of more opportunities for her children. His father was a police officer. Passed away when Bernard was 10 years old, and eventually Bernard and his siblings went to Norway from the Philippines, and he was already involved in boxing in the Philippines, and then he had to find a gym there in Norway. He goes on to be a 7-time Norwegian national champion.
I knew he's ready for this kid.
Yeah, you better be, right? And Torres is a guy, you talk about the experience, Mark. He's had 3 fights scheduled for 10 rounds, and they all went the distance.
Ooh, nice.
See how many rounds and how much work Shushu gets here.
Nice setup, nice little parry from Torres, and then just sneaking the left hand behind it. Now what Shushu's trying to do, he's trying to put pressure, more mental pressure on Torres. He's trying to force mistakes. Shushu's a counterpuncher. He needs you to open up most of the time to be able to land his shots. Right now, he's looking to open up Torres just with the pressure. Torres didn't take the bait.
Nope, back orthodox for Carrington. And cupping that with the left hook, and you can see the warning from Charlie Fitch to get that hand from behind the neck.
See, we're going to see a different level tonight from
hometown hero, knockout scored, devastating power from Shushu, Brooklyn born.
punch coming. Here it is again, different angle. Shushu putting that high guard up, nice little pull right hand, but he was able to step back.
Listen to this. That rear hook. That's good stuff. Jason Sanchez got rid of him in 2. And then Bernard Torres, as you said, experienced guy.
Yep.
Now the NABF, WBO Intercontinental, and IBF Intercontinental Featherweight Champion. It happened right here in New York City. Your winner, Bruce Shushu Carrington.
It was a statement victory and further proof of this man's talents. Shushu had a knack for delivering the goods, and no arena was too big for him to perform. Enrique Vivas was back to provide Carrington with a fitting test for this point in his run. This was a title eliminator, and while the stakes were clear, Shushu looked composed. Would he be able to raise his performance levels to new heights?
An 8-year-old out in Brownsville.
Yeah, well, he wanted his body and his mind to catch up. I mean, the skill-wise, mind-wise, he felt like he was ready, but physically he wasn't ready, so he wanted to allow that to catch up.
His way up, and tonight he's facing an opponent who...
I'm a little bit too close. I know he's trying to have some sort of control and keep something in Vivas' face. However, I was like, man, the right hand is available for Vivas. If he sees it, he should just let it go. Again, there it is again. A little bit too close shooting that jab. I know he's trying to control range at that moment. However, if Vivas can see it,
that you're already there, because you still have a tough opponent in front of you, and Vivas has been in against some very good, solid, undefeated fighters before.
And I'm gonna tell you right now why Shushu got to be careful, especially early on. Look at his body. He's dry. It's like, did you warm up? Did you warm up inside the dressing room? His body is dry right now. He don't need to be getting hit with no clean shots.
Nice right uppercut there from Shushu Carrington. But you're right. I mean, we saw him warm up with K, so we know that he did warm up. Was it enough? Because you see him at the weigh-ins, and he's got that grease on him, all, oiled up. But
the baby oil all over his body, man. Yeah, but Vivas don't get acclimated around round 4. Right now, he's just starting to get comfortable. He's been out of the ring for some time. You know what? I think it's beneficial for Vivas to get a rest, because every fight Vivas is in, he's always in a war. So having taken the time off, letting his body heal up, letting his brain heal up, this could be a good
losses against Ruben Villa, where he was dropped early on in the fight. Then Eduardo Baez, former world title challenger. Joey Gonzalez, another world title challenger. So Vivas can be outworked and out-hustled. Now let's see if Carrington wants to do this over 10 rounds. And you see the overhand right landing for Vivas once again. The answer, a double right. Overhand right and an uppercut, and down goes Vivas here in the 2nd round. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feeling that there's an opening for that right uppercut. Vivas coming right in unprotected, and that's not what you want to do against a sharpshooter like Shushu Carrington. Ooh, what a snapping right hand, a right uppercut from Shushu, and he's looking to finish this fight. 2 decision wins. He doesn't want to make it 3. The legs are wobbly, and Shushu is on top of Vivas here in the 2nd round. Oh, another snapping right hand. Vivas' legs are not under him.
I'm at the right time.
I mean, the punishment that Carrington doled out after Vivas got up was impressive. But there, that left hook once again. And even though Vivas his hands are there, Carrington...
All those punches he took in that last round, man, it's just a matter of time right now before Shushu land the perfect shot to end this fight. Look, I don't like the legs of Vivas. They're not stable. The legs are going. Look,
what a lead right from Shushu Carrington. And now he's just going to let Vivas walk right into something. And there he is. That's a good stoppage from Raul Paez Jr.
Well, he stopped it too soon. It was only going to get worse from here.
WBO #1 ranked featherweight and the defending NABF WBO Intercontinental Champion. He is still undefeated. Bruce Shushu Carrington.
Carrington was very clearly the real deal. That was the takeaway. This early career clash with Yuri Andujar would provide a springboard for this rising talent. Could Carrington take advantage of it, though? No wins are delivered on a platter, and Bruce would need to show up in top form.
He did last time out with a brutal knockout over Stephen Brown. It was lightning quick, right, left hook, left uppercut, left hook combination. Didn't even give the referee time to step in and stop that brutality.
Well, that's what time it is, Bernardo, for these young guys, and really any fighter. You don't get paid for overtime. You don't go looking for the knockout, but if it's there, you certainly gonna take it. And it looks like, with the kind of shots that Carrington is landing in this first round, that he may be getting another quick knockout tonight.
This young man is special. I'm just going to let y'all know right now. Why is he special? So composed, young fighter. This is his third professional fight. Always under control. Can fight inside the pocket, can fight outside. He has extremely long arms for a 5'8" guy. Honestly, 72-inch reach.
Andujar does too, 71-inch, but against Shushu, he's at a disadvantage. And Shushu grew up along Olympians Saddam Ali and Marcus Brown in Brownsville, and he said, I want to be like them. He actually beat Duke Reagan as an 8th seed in the qualifiers, but COVID took his dream away to be an Olympian in Tokyo, and here he is as a pro.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Oh, nice stick there from Carrington.
You see the flashy combinations. You see the big single shots from Carrington, but the jab is setting it all up. That's why he's able to eat the way he's eating right now.
That uppercut, the body shot, a short right hand from Carrington. We'll see that once we move over to ESPN at 10 p.m. Eastern as Shushu moves in with a very nice right hand.
Thank you.
Break clean.
Hey, Mick the Quick Rivers. Mick the Quick Rivers.
Nice stick
Who did
there
you
from
say?
Carrington.
Oh, Willie Randolph.
Does Shushu Carrington. He's got every punch in the arsenal. They're fast and they're powerful.
See, but the thing is that
they're landing flush.
they are landing flush, but the thing is that every move that he makes has a purpose. That's the difference. Tactically, this man is fantastic.
Woo! He's anticipating something coming back from Andujar. So he doesn't strike me as a fighter who's falling asleep or getting too comfortable.
Yes, he's nice inside, whether it's the uppercut or the short left hook. A headbutt that caused the cut. Both fighters coming in. There's the clash of heads. Then comes the punch, and you see that it was already open because he knows that Carrington wants to show out in front of his hometown fans, fighting as a pro for the first time in New York City. But he's also got to stay disciplined. Now another headbutt, and it looked like Carrington got
ropes and landing the combinations. Oh, nice. Shoot, you don't have the muscles on his head either like I do.
That's true.
Carrington stepping up for the first time to a 6-round fight. This is the 4th round. He's been here before. His first fight was a decision win, was Bruce Carrington. So we'll see how he does here as the fight progresses. Nice right hand from Carrington.
Yeah, Carrington's not a one-punch guy, knockout guy. You know, he has snap on his shots. He can get your attention and get your respect. But he's going to be more a break you down systematically type of guy if he's going to produce knockouts. Not with one punch.
Nice left from Shushu Carrington. Now he digs to the body. Right to the body. Carrington now doing work downstairs in round 4, changing the focus of his attack.
And Andujar does not like, and because nobody likes to get hit down there.
Oh my goodness. The body shots is what set up this right here.
Look at the legs. And here we see Andujar holding on. Can Carrington put the finishing touches on?
Situation, so you want him to touch the waters on the way up, face some resistance, and he's faced some tonight with Andujar, and he's responding well.
Oh, nice uppercut there from Carrington, and Andujar came out firing. He's going to give everything he's got. The question is, how much more does he have left in the gas tank? Because Carrington has charged him about $8 a gallon so far tonight going downstairs.
Carrington setting him up.
Looking ugly.
That's what he's doing. He's setting him up. He's letting him work. Now using the jab, sticking him on the outside, and here comes the counter.
What a left hook! The leg is bent once again from Andujar. What a finish from hometown Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. Bruce Shushu Carrington.
Look at this. Check this out. The tactical work is how, when, and why you do things. Everything should have a purpose. There's the right hand over the top of the jab. Left hook right on the money, right on the chin. And then you see the defensive effort after the fact from Carrington. Beautiful slip counter right there to the outside. Boom.
Let's
Left
listen
hand on
to
the
it.
inside.
Let's listen to it in real time because it was devastating. I mean, that's the beauty of those shots, Dre, is that you end up looking up at those lights here at the Hulu Theater, and Shushu just shines.
For your winner by knockout from Brownsville, Brooklyn, Bruce Shushu Carrington.
It didn't come immediately, but the result was never in any doubt. Brandon Chambers served as the 7th fight in Carrington's pro career, a stage where people were really starting to get on board his hype train. The skills were sharpening, and his killer instinct and fight IQ were becoming more refined. Carrington had the blueprint for success. Now he just needed the result, and he was not in the mood for waiting around with this bout.
Just out of his own pocket, sit there and eat with them, because he told me there was a time in my life where my meals were not assured, so I want to make sure that they know that anything is possible.
That's special. You know, I appreciate people that do things, special things like that out of the kindness of their heart. If they understand.
Empathy.
I do that on the, I do that on the regular, man.
Absolutely.
Honestly, on the regular.
And how can you not like Shushu? He's a Dodgers fan. But the Brooklyn Dodgers. Shushu was mentioning the fact that nice right and followed up by a left by Shushu, and yeah, Chambers felt that.
It's closer to the end than the beginning. I'm telling you right now.
You know, we talked about Shushu enjoying the fact that he's on the same card with Shakur or Jared Anderson.
Eye on the head, right on the forehead. It was more as a cupping shot right there. I don't know if it did a whole lot of damage. It was high on the head. Pay attention to the hand movement inside as well as he's pushing and framing his target and where he wants to be. You see that little dip right there? He's not wasting punches. He's placing every single shot. This is high-level stuff you're seeing right here from Shushu Carrington.
He said, what you're going to see is continued improvement. My punch output's going to be greater, and my power, because I'm going to be sitting on my punches, and he's digging to the body and finding the openings on Chambers.
Chambers got a tight guard.
Yeah. He's undefeated. He started his career with a draw, and he's won 9 fights in a row, 5 of them by knockout, has Brandon Chambers. Oh, nice left hook to the body. It's just upstairs and downstairs work from Carrington as Chambers seems to have found his legs. Oh, I heard that one. It did not feel good.
Got Shushu looking for the spleen, but he can't get that.
Right hand there from Chambers. And another right and left.
That's how forceful that shot was from Shushu Carrington.
Brandon Chambers is not only a boxer, but a police officer. 2 jobs that his mother was against him doing. But at the end of the day, he says, I love the adrenaline rush of both. Now, you know what wasn't easy work was the sparring that Shushu was getting in preparation for this fight, because our main event fighter last week, Robeisy Ramirez, who won the featherweight title against Isaac Dogbe, was his sparring partner out in Vegas, so he was getting excellent work.
And that's what Ramirez did. He called on this young man to get him ready for the biggest fight of his life, because he knows that Shushu is talented.
Ooh, short
nice
right hand.
Right hand.
Chambers able to somewhat recover, put those another headbutt, and then a combination of punches from Shushu Carrington. Nice body work from Shushu. This time, it's very different than the last round. He's taking his time, he's finding his openings, or creating them, as Shushu has Chambers pinned against the corner, and down goes Chambers.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Chambers
9,
doesn't want to get up.
10. That's it. That's it.
Fight is stopped by Harvey Dog. as Shushu Carrington improves to 7-0, earning his 4th stoppage victory, making Brownsville proud once again.
You don't have much resistance coming back, but what you can judge by this performance right here is just the finish. He was able to figure it out. That's what it's all about. You know, Chambers was using that high guard and he was squatting, leaning forward. He was making it difficult for Shushu to land body shots. And occasionally he'll land an uppercut up the middle and splitting the guard, but, you know, great finish right here. He just pummeled him right there in the corner. Let his combinations go. Those shots right there are hard, hard shots. And just because they're not hitting, you understand, Chambers' gloves is hitting himself in the process.
For your winner by knockout, Bruce Shushu Carrington.
It was all too easy for Carrington out there. The assignment looked like a simple one on paper, and Bruce made it that in reality. How would Angel Antonio Contreras fare in this showdown against the budding superstar? We would learn a lot about this pairing in its opening exchanges, but Shushu would need to be patient and wait for his moment to arrive naturally.
Shushu did jab and he shot it 3 times to the body.
Nice combination punching from Contreras, who owns his own gym. Cachorro box. Being considered one of the next great prospects in the sport can come with a lot of pressure, and while that might be too much for some, Shushu Carrington, his length as a fighter, 72-inch arm length, allows him to not only protect the head like he's doing there, but the body at the same time. That's such a great advantage for a long featherweight like Shushu Carrington, who now is digging to the body of Antonio Contreras.
You know who had the same advantage was Winky Wright. That was a freakish long arms, can cover up in front of you, block, and then hit you with a jab on the way out.
Yep. Shushu with a 2.5-inch reach advantage over 5'7" on Angel Contreras. Cachorro means cub. Nice right hand. He's the cub because his dad was a fighter. Shushu's got such a quick right hand.
Quick right hand, nice uppercut on the inside. I seen him vary his right hands. Every now and then he'll dig down to the body, and you see right there just reacting. That's called catching.
Opener at 10:30 Eastern on ESPN. Nice combination counter from Shushu Carrington.
With Contreras.
And I just saw something that reminded me of Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence fight. The physical strength of Shushu,
yes,
there with Contreras trying to push him back and him holding his ground.
Tight with his defense and defense after his counters. It's hard to land something. So he usually lands or attempts to land something when Shushu is standing still and covering up in the pocket like this. It's discouraging. It really is. And Contreras is standing in this fight, and Contreras has got a little high guard of his own.
The other plan was for July 1st to be a fight between Jared Anderson and Jean Kosobutsky, who was not able to.
And more often, he will literally shut down everything that Contreras is trying to do. But you see, you give him hope when you sit still. I know a lot of those shots are not landing, but he's still putting energy into you. Understand that?
Angel Contreras' corner, Armando Cerda Salinas, is asked for body work. But that means he opens himself up to a counter right. You see the quick hands of Shushu Carrington, who lands about 7 unanswered punches.
And so another thing that he's literally ready for 10 rounds right now. Getting this skilled and this good, and he's going to get stronger and stronger. And he's going to find creative ways to get guys like this up out of there. As you can see right now, still has a few rounds to go to soften this man.
I'm not in New York where I got to go up to the Poconos, drive over 2 hours. From Vegas, it's a 40-minute drive up to Mount Charleston, get my altitude.
Not good enough. And then you're just pounding on them. You see, and you start wearing them down and you start beating on them mentally. That's what it is. You beat on them mentally and physically at the same time.
That body work.
Man, did he just do 3 left hooks?
Yep. That's to AI Carrington. Artificial intelligence, man. Although for him, it's natural. It's instinctive.
Why he's doing it, what he's doing. at all times, under control.
And you know the other thing, Tim? When a guy goes back to the corner, acknowledges the instruction, and has a conversation about what he's seeing as well.
Yes.
He's reading the game consistently or constantly and adjusting. Now, so let's see if Shushu can follow the instructions that Kei Kuroma gave him. Use the jab in the early part of the round and then take it to him using angles. Ooh, jeez. That's a power jab. That's disrespectful, Tim.
No, that ain't disrespect. That's, you got to do what you got to do. He trying to hurt you. Disrespectful. Ooh,
nice right uppercut from Shushu, going down to the body. And here comes a who we saw in Japan just recently. So he's in with some dogs in Vegas, some champs. And he is destined to be
of your winner by unanimous decision, Bruce Shushu Carrington.
So Shushu.
It was business as usual for Bruce Carrington. All ring experience is good experience, and Carrington and his team would no doubt take lessons from this. A battle with Sullean Seagawa was pegged as a potentially tricky matchup for Carrington, and in reality, he would have to earn the respect of his opponent to a much greater degree than many had anticipated. Not all fights are quick blowouts, and Shushu would most certainly be tested in this one. Whether he would rise to the occasion or not was the interesting part.
Fighter who is relentless, is southpaw, and in theory is supposed to test the metal at 126 pounds. Nice straight left from Seagawa. He doesn't give it up easy.
No, he doesn't give it up easy, but at the same time, you got to understand that he went in their backyard.
Yet in his heart, he knows that he belongs. He's still trying to find his legs underneath him as Seagawa continues to pressure. Not the relentless pressure he used against Ruben Villa, no. A smarter pressure.
Smart, exactly. Technical pressure.
And fighters do.
You know, if you get hit with a shot, you want to get it right back. You understand that the judges are looking at that. And that's what you see from Seagawa. Anytime Shushu lets his hands go.
Against 27-fight veteran Damian Sosa.
Good counter. Feel like Shushu's starting to get in the rhythm now. He's finally found the rhythm of Seagawa. He's starting to counter after Seagawa punch. Now he's getting physical on the inside. He's shortening up his shots.
Partially blocked by Carrington, but you can see that Carrington's looking for one shot right now, and Seagawa's throwing more combinations. Not lightning quick, but quick enough. But this is Shushu's town, and see a nice shot there from Seagawa, now a right hand from Shushu Carrington.
A lot in that backhand.
Kei Kuroma has been a part of the promotion for the main event, but he's also in the corner of Shushu Carrington. Tim, what did Kei tell you? 8th round of Carrington. Seagawa things have not opened up for either fighter as of yet. Nice left there from Seagawa as he puts a combination together.
That Seagawa gave.
Time is gonna end this fight.
Absolutely not.
Because that's what we've seen inside the ring. Sula with the jab, and
interim featherweight gold was up for grabs next, and Mateus Heita was backing himself as a legitimate challenge to Shushu's unbeaten record. But being confident and being successful are two very different things.
You gotta take care of what's in front of you at all times in this sport. You can never look down the road because you have one mistake, one hiccup, and it'd be all she wrote, man.
Now, he addressed that when he was sitting with our entire crew yesterday, talking about you go up against a fighter who, to American fight fans, to American trainers, he's somewhat unknown. You can't underestimate him. You got to mentally lock in and ask yourself to be your best version of yourself and not think ahead. So here we are, round number 1 with Heita and Carrington.
So I'm interested in the activity of Heita. Okay, yeah. Again, 70 punches on average he throws around. Now that can work for him. They kind of keep Shushu's hands in his pocket, or that'll work against him because Shushu's a prolific counterpuncher, and he likes when guys throw at him because he likes to remain at mid-range to be able to counter those shots. He has really good eyes at mid-range. It's a fill-out round right here. You know, sometimes when you fight fighters that are not super technical,
Oh, just missed with that.
Nice counter.
Right hand. Counter with the right hand to the body as well.
Man, that transition that was fantastic. Shoot. You know, slipping, rolling shots, coming back with short right hands.
Right hand, meanwhile, by Haida was just a glancing blow as he had him against the ropes. And Shushu digging in with 3 consecutive body punches. Crossed that threshold moments ago. The right hand came in.
Good body work, good body shot right there from Haida. But again, just like Kriegel said, the class is easy work for Shushu.
Yes.
But maybe this will open up opportunities for him because he's looked so damn good. You know, tonight it's okay. You know, I mean, he's winning every round. It's spectacular. I'm not like wow, he ain't.
Opportunity at 126 pounds. He's always been wildly well regarded. The 2023 ESPN Prospect of the Year. That was the year that he went 5-0 with 3 knockouts. All fights that we broadcast. Now here he is in complete control in round number 11 against fellow unbeaten Mateus Haida, who's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, to a point, it neutralized to a point to where he's just in there surviving.
Yep.
Playing defense. Look at it, he's not throwing any type of punch. I'm sure some of you at home feel that I'm, you know, being a little bit more too critical, but look, I'm not. You can get it done. There's no expectations. I'm just saying, Shu, he has enough skills to figure this out. And that's just it. That's not placing no limitations on his game.
He's become a world champion.
Yeah, right now, I mean, Shu hit him with his best shot. He didn't go anywhere. Body shots, you name it. I mean, he's been landing a lot of shots throughout the course of this fight, I should say. But he's coasting right now, you know, coasting to victory. Easy fight, easy win, easy pickup of the interim world championship.
Still undefeated, and now the WBC Interim Featherweight World Champion, Bruce Shushu Carrington.
Carrington was simply on another level in the ring, and this win was one that put him in line for some career-altering opportunities. But do you think Shushu has the makings of a future pound-for-pound king? Let us know your thoughts, opinions, and hot takes in the comments below.